Yo guys, what's going on? It's your boy Blank Online. Today we're going to be talking about Call of Duty, Modern Warfare, and Crossplay. So Crossplay is going to be a major thing in this year's game, but before I go any further, if you're going to enjoy this video, please leave it a like and click subscribe because you do not want to miss out on the content that we're going to be pushing out in anticipation for the release of this game. But let's get into it. Crossplay. So Crossplay, if you guys don't know what it is essentially allows users, no matter the platform, to connect and play with each other. It's very prominent in games like Fortnite, where in Fortnite, doesn't matter what console you're on, you can play with your mates and have a good time there. It's going to be exactly the same thing here on Call of Duty Modern Warfare. So no matter whether you're on PlayStation, Xbox, or PC, you can connect up and play with both your friends and other people online in the multiplayer, and it's freaking dope. Now, obviously, you can opt in or opt out of playing if you're on console and playing with PC. You don't have to come up against them. You opt in to play up against them because obviously PC players do have the advantage with the keyboard and mouse to be a lot more accurate than console players have. But I don't see why you wouldn't go for it. I think it's fine. I think with a game like Call of Duty, it's fine to have crossplay. If it was like CSGO, and let's say CSGO was on PS4 and Xbox One, that wouldn't be fair to have crossplay in that sort of game. But for a game like Call of Duty, I think it's completely fine to come up against PC players, even if you're using consoles. It's going to be something that you have to opt into, obviously. So matchmaking will tailor based on what you want to play against and who you want to play against. But other than that, it's here. Crossplay is here. It's here in Call of Duty, and I hope it is something that's going to stay. Because if you really think about it, let's say crossplay comes to this year's Call of Duty. What do you mean? Let's say it is coming to this year's Call of Duty, and let's say next year's game doesn't have it. Well, what was the point of having it this year, right? So it needs to be something that stays. It can't be something that's here for 1 year and gone the next. It needs to be a staple in the franchise moving forward, because this is what gaming is going to be. It's not going to matter what system you have. There was this age-old argument, right? PlayStation versus Xbox, especially with Call of Duty, because back in the day with the 360 and the PlayStation 3, you had to choose which console you were going to play on. And if you were a Call of Duty player, you would choose Xbox, because Xbox was the spot. It was the place to play your games in the last generational consoles. Nowadays, it's a little bit different. PlayStation is really the main kind of system for Call of Duty, but people still play on Xbox. It's kind of the tide is kind of flipped in that sense. But back in the day, Xbox was where it's at. And let's say so this was actually a real situation for me. I had a mate who only had a PlayStation, but I had a PlayStation and an Xbox. I like to play my Call of Duty on Xbox. Since he only had a PlayStation, he could only play Call of Duty on the PlayStation. Now for me, it was like, oh man, I was like, dude, just get an Xbox. It's where it's at. It's where Call of Duty is at. But we were like 11, so obviously he couldn't just buy it because we were 11 years old. We didn't have money back then. But in saying that, if I had what the kids today have and what we have now with crossplay, that would have been no issue. No matter if he was on PlayStation, no matter if I was on Xbox, we could have still played together. I even had this conversation this year when Modern Warfare was first announced with one of my friends now. He was tossing up between whether or not to get Modern Warfare on PS4 or PC because he just upgraded his PC. I know that I'm getting it on PlayStation because one, PlayStation is the place to be, especially with Call of Duty, because you have the exclusivity, so you got to get that DLC nice and early so that I can bring out videos for you guys. But also because a lot of my friends are on PlayStation, and my girlfriend has PlayStation, so obviously we're gonna be playing a bit of Call of Duty together, and hopefully bringing back the couple COD challenge. If you guys remember that, if you've been watching my videos for that long, it's something that we did early in Black Ops 4 that I'm yet to bring back, but I'm hoping to bring it back here with Modern Warfare. But look, man, honestly, crossplay is just gonna make things so much easier. It's gonna open up Call of Duty. It's gonna change Call of Duty for the better. It's gonna make it more welcoming. It's gonna make one, it's going to make it easier for friends to play with each other, obviously. Two, it's going to keep the developers and the publishers happy because they're going to keep getting money. Because obviously with the ability to have crossplay, it's going to be a situation where if someone who was on the fence about it was like, oh, I have PlayStation, all my friends have Xbox, I don't really want to buy this game because I'm going to be playing it alone. Now that person who thought they were going to play it alone can play with their friends on the distant system, and it doesn't even matter. So and that same thing comes to a player who's on who only has a PC and has a super dope PC but doesn't have a console and wants to play Call of Duty with his mates who have console. You can do that now because of crossplay. It changes Call of Duty, it changes gaming. That's what it's going to be moving forward. It's going to be no matter what console you have, it doesn't matter because you can play multiplayer with your friends. It doesn't matter what console. So the next gen consoles, all they have to do is give you super dope exclusive games and a super dope console that's going to be powerful enough to bolster this next generation of video games. Because with the rapid way that technology is changing, like even now in this generation of consoles, crossplay wasn't a thing really. It wasn't something that we were really thinking about. If you look back to Ghosts, which was the first Call of Duty in this new gen of consoles, we did not even think about crossplay. We did not even think about, oh, wouldn't it be cool if I could play with my mates on PlayStation because I just bought an Xbox One, or if I could play with my mates on Xbox One when I just bought my PlayStation 4. That wasn't even a thought back then. But now, as we're wrapping up this generation of consoles and as we're going into the next gen, we're starting to see where it's going. It's going to a place where it doesn't matter what console you have, everyone can just play their multiplayer games together. Obviously, you'll have your exclusive games, and those exclusive games will be exclusive to each console. But even like with games like Halo is an Xbox exclusive, but the Master Chief Collection is coming to PC, and I think Halo Infinite is coming to PC as well. So that right there, crossplay. It's going to happen. It's going to happen to Battlefield. It's going to happen to, I don't know, sports games probably. Sports games will probably have crossplay sooner rather than later as well. Like, it's something that's going to stay, and it's something that Call of Duty is kind of the first big franchise to do it. It's not the first big game to do it because Fortnite was the first big game to do it on a mass scale. Call of Duty is the first big franchise to take that and really run with it, and it's gonna be something that, as I said, completely changes Call of Duty moving forward. To kind of finish this video up and kind of sum my thoughts up. My thoughts on crossplay is that I love the idea. I think it's going to change Call of Duty. I think it's going to open us to much more possibilities in terms of community events and just open up the Call of Duty community as a whole. There's going to be no more division of PlayStation versus Xbox versus PC. That doesn't really matter now because everyone's on the same playing field. Everyone's can play with everyone, and it's not a fact of, oh, you have an Xbox and you're far less superior because you have Xbox, because it doesn't even matter, because in 2 years time, 3 years time, we're all going to be playing the same shit together. Whether or not that be on different consoles, that's up to the consumer, but we'll all be playing the same thing, the same servers, same game, same multiplayer together rather than divided. So that's something that I'm super duper looking forward to in the future. What do you guys think? In the comments down below, let's get this discussion going. How do you think crossplay will change not only Call of Duty but gaming moving forward into the future? If you guys did enjoy this video, please leave it a like, click subscribe, because we do have a lot more to talk about in regards to Call of Duty Modern Warfare's multiplayer in the lead up to both the beta and the full release of the game. So click subscribe so you do not miss out on any of those videos, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace out.